Hello, welcome to this Long Island Weather Report. It's November 13th, 10 o'clock, and a beautiful day across the area today. Mostly clear skies. Mostly clear, completely clear. Um, we still had a red flag warning in effect, and you notice the wildfire, the smoke from that Jennings Creek wildfire is visible on this satellite image here. But other than that, only clouds offshore, maybe some hitting the Cape, and other than that, the cirrus here kind of, we'll put this in motion here, and you'll see the cirrus is advancing in now, but the rain that is behind it, unfortunately, won't make it here. So you see we have this area of rain here that is stretching all the way out, all the way through the Midwest. And some decent rain here that's going through Chicago to the Mississippi River Valley. But we're not seeing any of that, unfortunately. So let's go to the larger satellite image, and you'll see again that we have this big system here. And you think we get some of the rain from that, but when we look at the models, you'll see that big high that's over us is going to suppress all the rain, and we're only going to be dealing with the clouds. Yeah, it was a beautiful day, though, just showing you we had nice clear skies, video from the Pine Barrens. Luckily, no wildfires in our Pine Barrens, at least, but I was at the coastal plain ponds at Robert Cushman Murphy Preserve, and you'll see here that they definitely are a lot lower than they normally are. So definitely seeing the effects of the drought for sure. We have lighter winds, fortunately, tonight. The winds have calmed down. It looks like 34 with just a light north wind at Islip, just 3 miles an hour. 34, 2.21. Sorry, I'm tired. Air pressure 30.45 on the barometer. Clear skies, and no radiational cooling at West Hampton so far. 40 degrees. Northeast wind at 9. Dew point is 18, so we're still having very low humidity out there, and that's definitely a concern. Let me go to the iSlip one. Hold on a second. I have to close the window because they got the laundry exhaust. Definitely not good to be breathing that stuff in. So, just again, they have the laundry. Somebody's got the building across the way from me has the laundry room venting into the alley, and there's no wind, so those fumes, it's not good to breathe them in. They're coming right out of the washers and dryers. I can't imagine that's too good to breathe in. Anyway. Temperatures did not even make it to 50 degrees. We're only in the upper 40s today. You'll see we had some breezy conditions, but luckily not as bad as yesterday. But the humidity levels were very low. That's why you needed the red flag warning. Dew points were in the teens. That's definitely needed when you have these kind of conditions across the area. Let's see if there's any New Jersey's getting some radiational cooling. Miller Air Park, 27. I think they're going to drop down to the probably upper teens, possibly. It's upper teens. It's going to be cold. Everywhere is going to get to pretty much the freezing mark. Looks like we got freeze warning in effect for Nassau County. So in the areas that haven't frozen yet, the city still not a freeze warning. It probably still won't drop below freezing in the city. Similar temperatures to my alley, probably. Let's go look at the highs for the day. We're still getting this issue with the highs not showing up on the screen completely, but you can see upper 40s generally across Long Island. Yeah, upper 40s. Close to 50 in the city. 49 at Central Park. So most areas did not see 50 degrees. Let's see if New Jersey saw 50 degrees. All right, they saw 50 in Toms River, but not a whole lot warmer there. You'll notice the coastal flood advisory again because of the full moon and the east winds that are going to give us a risk for some coastal flooding. Lows, we got down to this morning. It looks like we got down into the most areas got below freezing. Some areas were in the mid-30s. Some areas looks like, 34. Some mid-30s. A lot of areas did see below freezing temperatures, including West Hampton. Got down to 27. upper 30s in the city, and 25 for a low at Miller Air Park west of Toms River. So let's go look at the models now and take a look and see what we have, and you'll see what's going to be happening here. So we have this high pressure here, it's big high pressure here, and that is just going to deflect this low pressure area. Look at this, deflecting it to the south. That is an incredibly strong high pressure system to do that. It's just deflecting all this rain, and we're not going to see any of it. And then the bad news is the winds start picking up again Friday into Saturday. We've got a pressure gradient again. So that is the concern that we're going to see. Another red flag warning, probably Friday or Saturday. Maybe both days at this point because of this. And there's this low here. It's got some interesting little tropical characteristics to it there. And we'll talk about Sarah and the storm that's going to become Sarah a little later on. Probably I do the update probably tomorrow night or Friday night. Probably tomorrow night. So let's go look at the RH-RRR model, and you'll again get to see what happens to all this rain, unfortunately. So here we go into the night. That big high, look at that, blocks it. Look at that. It doesn't even make it to New Jersey. It doesn't even make it to Philadelphia. It just, that big high is like a brick wall, and it just blocks all that rain and that storm that could have. Imagine if we had a different pattern, we would have actually had a decent rain from that. But unfortunately, we're not going to see any of it. So here's the dew point. And you can see very low dew points across the area. East winds develop light winds tonight, though I still think a lot of areas are going to get radiational cooling tonight. And we're going to see temperatures probably close to the teens in the Pine Barrens. If not, probably 20 or maybe even a little lower than that. Everywhere else, probably upper 20s and low 30s. And then, except for the city, which will probably be in the mid to upper 30s, as well as my alley, of course. So you'll see the dew points don't really rise too much tomorrow. You see that really block of dry air, acts like a wedge and just keeps the rain away. And then heading into Friday, the winds go back to the north again and pick up, and we see very low dew points again, which could mean more of a wildfire risk on Friday. Tomorrow we get a little bit of a break from it, but then we're right back into it on Friday. Temperatures tonight, obviously, it's going to be a cold night. And tomorrow, despite the easterly winds, it's still a cold air mass, so highs only around 50 degrees. And then for your overnight, again, it's going to be chill. Well, we're going to have more wind, I think, so probably not going to get the radiational cooling to the wind in the clouds tomorrow night. But still, lows are going to be in the 30s. And then for Friday, we rebound into the mid-50s. But the concern, again, is going to be that wind. For sure. Skies, I'll go to the RGM briefly. We're missing data on the RGM, so we have a bit of an issue with that. I'll just have to go to the GFS. Tomorrow, obviously, we're going to have plenty of clouds, so we'll go here. We'll show you this. So tomorrow we'll have plenty of clouds, high overcast. And then Friday, probably improving conditions toward the afternoon. Again, I don't have the... we'll talk about that tomorrow night, all right? I'm more focused on the wind threat and the fire threat. So let's go and look at, first of all, let's go and look at our statistics for today as far as our climate statistics go. At Islip, we had a high of 49 and a low of 35. 5 degrees below normal and the high 4 degrees below normal for the day. Yeah, we're actually below normal for a change. It's a rarity these days. Let's look at Central Park. High of 50, so they made it to 50, low of 37, about 5 degrees below normal. So we're about 5 degrees below normal today, and we'll be we'll probably be just as much below normal tomorrow, but then things start moderating. So I want to go to the Ventus sky here, and I want to just show you the wind here. This is the Ventus sky. I could sort of see the wind gusts here already. This is kind of overdoing it, actually. It's not that windy out there. It's actually not that windy. Tomorrow the wind won't be an issue, but Friday is when we're going to have to start worrying. Again, these wind gusts start picking up. Here we go, 25 miles an hour. Yeah, they really start picking up. And then Saturday, too, I still think we're going to be dealing with it. Yep, 22 miles an hour. Maybe not quite as strong as what we went through Friday night and yesterday, but still red flag warning conditions definitely likely at this point as we head Friday or Saturday. Those red flag warning conditions will return. So that's all I have for you tonight. Good night.